Okay.
All right. Well, good morning, CBGR agents. I hope you guys are having a fabulous start to your Friday morning. Just a quick reminder that next Friday we're not going to have training due to the holiday on Monday. So just remember that, okay? Um, Today we're going to go over Moxie Engage. Every agent has this in their CB desk, and if you are not utilizing it, you should start. I'm gonna be going over some slides first, really quick, just to introduce Engage to all the agents. And then after, hopefully we have time and I'll dive into it live and stuff, so you guys will have a demo. Just keep in mind that this is a very powerful and complex platform that has a lot of features. Just to give you an idea, CB Home Office, when they do their trainings, they have about 10 to 15 trainings to wrap around the whole training on Engage. So it's something that we're not going to be able to finish just today. It's going to probably be like 4 or 5 sessions. So this will be part one, okay? Um, so this is a quick overview that we're going to go through first. And then let's go ahead. So what is Moxie Engage? Can anybody tell me what Moxie Engage is? You guys can see it on the screen, right? It's a CRM.
CRM.
What is a CRM? It's a client relationship management. There's different names for it. Some people call it customer retention management, call it whatever it is. But basically, Moxie Engage is an easy to use real estate specialty CRM that is designed to encourage agents to grow their business through their sphere of influence. Okay. How many of you out there are actually using a CRM? I'm not talking about Engage. I'm just talking about any CRM. Can you guys let me know?
Jeffrey, you have one?
Nope.
Jeffrey has one. Jeffrey has one.
Well, I know Jeffrey's using Engage because I set him up with it, right, Jeff?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of them out there. And if you are using one, then more power to you. I applaud you. But if you're not using a CRM, you should be using a CRM. And this one's free to you. Okay. So what does a CRM do? It's a contact management, first and foremost. So it will manage all your contacts and groups, and it'll keep you up to date and current with all your clients and prospects. Automated email marketing. It'll automatically send emails to all your prospects or clients regularly without you doing it. So you just set it and you forget it. It also has business goal settings. So when you first set it up, and we'll go through that in the next slides coming up, you can set your goal in the beginning. Like, let's just say you want to make 500,000 this year. Okay. Aim high. It'll actually guide you through and give you, if you're behind, or if you're on target to hit your goals. So this will also keep you on target to hit your goals. Okay. It's integrated with the MLS. Okay. So when you have listings, it'll migrate that information to the MLS. I mean, from the MLS. Okay. It also has task recommendations and coaching. So it'll help you through mentorship, through coaching, and it also give you recommendations like, hey, reach out to this person, or you haven't, it's been 90 days since you've contacted this person. So it'll give you reminders, so you don't have to do it yourself. Let this machine or AI or platform do it for you. All right, let's go to the next. The benefits of Moxie Engage. In a study done on productivity, agents who fully utilize Moxie Engage saw 64% more transactions on average than their peers without Moxie Engage. Now, if you have your own CRM, I'm not saying Moxie Engage is the best one out there, because it's not, but it's free. If you're to pay for Moxie Engage yourself, it'll probably run you about $300 a month. Okay. There's some that are $600 a month, and there's some that are like $100 a month. But this is right in the middle, but it's free. So where you'll start and end your business day. So if you utilize this properly, this is where you're going to start your business, and this is where you'll end your business every day. Okay. Business goal setting, like I said, and also tracking. It'll track your awards too. And then you'll surprise your sphere of influence with personalized drip campaigns. Okay. And we'll get into that. The birthdays, anniversaries, house anniversaries, all the holidays, or you can make your own emails, and you just set it, and it's called a drip campaign because it'll send it periodically. You set those parameters, okay? Again, more benefits to Moxie. It's free. I can't reiterate that enough, right? You don't have to pay the $300 a month. Total Banker home office is paying for it, so you might as well utilize it. It saves time once it's set up. Yeah, you do have to put in some time to put in all your contacts. Well, actually, it migrates it from either Gmail or 365. We'll go into that right now. But after that, it saves so much time. It does a lot of stuff for you. It's essential for every realtor to have and use. Keep agents accountable too. So it keeps you accountable because it's going to remind you that, hey, there's a lot. If you set a task and you don't complete that task, it's going to remind you that it's past due, and it's not going to be erased unless you erase it or you complete that task. So it's going to continually remind you. All right, let's move on. When asked, sellers when asked, would you reuse your agent? 89% said yes, right? That's pretty good. And then when they asked, did you reuse your agent? 26% said yes. That's a big difference, right? So why do you think that from 89%, the conversion rate's only 26%? Because you didn't stay in contact, right? Well, this is going to help you stay in contact without lifting a finger. So same thing with buyers. When asked, buyers said, would you reuse your agent? 91% said yes, with only 13% that actually used their agent again. Again, why? Well, because you didn't stay in touch. If you don't stay in touch, guess what? They're going to forget about you, and they're going to use someone else's services, right? Someone's going to come up and swoop your client away from you. Okay, what we'll see today, connecting your email to Moxie Engage. Okay, so that's how you're going to easily import all your contacts. Okay, setting your business goal. The agent will go over the agent dashboard, staying in flow with your people. That's the whole purpose of this, right? Moving through your sales flow, organizing your people, and also how to get help if you get stuck or you need help. You have me here too, but you have so many other options to get help, and we'll go over that as well. All right. Keep in mind that I am using my CB desk, but my demo, well, my Engage is going to look a little different because it has a recruiting platform within Engage, but just disregard that aspect of it, everything else is pretty much the same. Now, it's a powerful tool. Just keep in mind that I'm not an expert at it, and I'm still learning all the features. So if there's something that I don't know and you ask and you want to know, I will get the answer for you, okay? But again, you can get help through CBU, CB Help, and also Moxie Support. They have one-on-one sessions, so you can actually get someone to help you one-on-one. I think it's through a Zoom or something like that, okay? There's also a lot of classes you could register for, and there's also a lot of recordings that you could go back and listen to, okay? I'll show you CBU in a little bit. All right, keep in mind, Moxie Engage is most likely, it's going to involve multiple trainings. I think I talked about this. So there's no way I'm going to be able to satisfy the full training of Engage in just this session. So just keep in mind, this is going to be part one of probably like 4 or 5, okay? But you can be self-taught yourself through CBU. They have a video library and they're numbered, like Engage 1, Engage 2, Engage 3, and I'll show you in a little bit. All right, Another important reminder is that all your information is imported from Dash, okay? So your information on your profile in Dash is what's going to show in Moxie Works and what's going to show in Moxie Engage, as it does in Moxie website and all the other applications, Moxie Present and Moxie Impress, okay? So if there's something incorrect in your profile, your name, your address, or phone number, let me know. If you can't edit it yourself through the profile icon in the whichever application you're using in Moxie Works, let me know, because there's some things that you can't change and I will change for you. Okay, so another important reminder for those of you that have AOL, SBC Global, what's another one out there? I'm not sure. But if anything other than Gmail or Office 365, which is Microsoft, this will not be compatible, okay? So keep in mind, if you try to set up AOL, it's not going to work. If you try to set up SBC Global, it's not going to work, or Yahoo for that matter. You're going to have to either do one of two things. You're going to have to use your Coldwell Banker email. Everybody has a Coldwell Banker email. So whether you utilize it or not, you do. So you're either going to have to use your Coldwell Banker email, or you're going to have to create a free Gmail account. Okay? All right, let's move forward. Oh, and what's going to sync? All your contacts and all your folders, your calendar events, that's all going to in sync with Moxie Engage. So it's going to be like a window, like a mirror. Whatever you do on, let's just say on my Gmail, if I add something to my calendar on my phone, it's going to reflect on Engage as well. They communicate, okay? Or if you do it on Moxie Engage, it's going to be on your phone or your computer, okay? So just keep in mind. All right, so we're at the setup. Let me get my notes really quick. All right, so getting started, right? I did this for Edgar yesterday, I believe. This is what you're going to see. If you're already in Engage, this is irrelevant to you. This is only for those that have not set up Engage. This is what you're going to see. You're going to have to choose an email provider, okay? There's only going to be two options, 365 or Gmail, okay? Oops. And then if you have Gmail, it's going to go through some prompts, okay? You're going to have to choose your account. Then it's going to go through some verification process. You're going to need to allow it to communicate with Engage, okay? Because if you press cancel or you don't allow it, they're not going to communicate, and this is not going to do what it's intended to do, okay? And then the sync in progress. Be patient, okay? This is going to take some time. Edgar, how much time did it take you? About an hour or so?
I think all in all within 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how long it's going to take, but give it some time. It's communicating with your email or 365 or Gmail. So but they're going to send you an email, okay? This is a sample of what they sent to Edgar. It just says your migration is complete. So that means you're set up, all your contacts are engaged, all your calendars in engaged, and you can start utilizing it, and it's communicating properly, okay? If you don't get this, that means there's been an error and we have to go back and fix it. I'll try to help you, or you can get Moxie support or CB help, okay? All right, and then congratulations, Moxie's all set up, right? You're on your way to utilizing this powerful tool. The first thing you're going to need to do is create a goal, right? Make sure you make a realistic goal, because this is it's going to pursue you, okay? It's going to let you know every time you log into Engage and you go to your goals, your sales flow and stuff, it's going to tell you where you're at with your goal, if you're going to meet it at the end of the year or if you're falling short. So set your goals high, but make them realistic, because it's gonna pursue you and push you to meet those goals, okay? All right, now we're going to dive into what you're going to see. This is going to be your agent dash, okay? It's this is your dashboard, okay? So when you see this right here in red, right? And then you see it on the right-hand side, those are identical, okay? So these are just the tabs for your dashboard. Let's go move forward. And then again, you're going to have a help button down here. So if you get stuck, you could always get help through this little button right here. When you click on that button, it's going to create a little chat box. You can choose to use the chat box if you like. It's going to start with a robot, and then eventually you'll get someone because the robot's going to only have certain capabilities. But I prefer to not use this and go straight to Moxie Works. Moxie, it's called moxiesupport.com, which is right here. And then you submit a ticket. They're so much faster and they help a lot better. Okay. So if you need help with Moxie, if you need help with CB Desk, any other platform, call CB Help. Okay. But if you need help with actual Moxie Works and the applications within Moxie Works, which is Engage, Impress, Present, and what's the other one I'm missing? Website. Okay. Then I would go this route. Michelle, can you put this in the chat box? 866.
Yes.
This is the number to CB Help. I probably call CB Help maybe once or twice a day, and they're 24/7. So let me just get it on my. It's 866-533-8995. Okay, let's move on. And by submitting a ticket here, you could also request for a one-on-one session. Now, CBU, I'm going to show you in a little bit about CBU. But this is the learning library for CBU. So if you want to be self-taught, you can do that. They have a bunch of tutorials and they have a bunch of videos, okay? You could also register for upcoming classes through this. Moxie Engage, this is where you would actually enter into Engage from Desk. I'm sorry, this is CB Desk. And I'll show you exactly how to get in just a minute, okay? Okay, what we're going to see in there in the agent dashboard is we're going to see activity feed. This is what is going on, what you're sending out there, what emails went out, what happened, did they open it, did they not open it? So this is what is actually happening in the past, I don't know, 3 to 2 months. When you click on this little setting in activity feed, you can actually set your settings to, you want to see the activities on your website. Oh, by the way, this is linked to Present and your website, okay? So if someone goes onto your website and is searching, it's gonna log it in there, okay? So if you uncheck this website activities right here, then it's not gonna give you that, it's not gonna show you what activities on your website. But as long as you click all of these, and I would click them all, you'll know, you'll be able to see all the website activities, the email activities, the presentations. So if I send a presentation to Edgar and Edgar opens it, it's gonna show me that Edgar received the email and he also opened it. It'll also show me if he didn't open it. So you'll know if someone's engaging with you or not, okay? And then your automated activities. Those are postcards, your happy Thanksgiving, happy birthday, all your automated drip campaigns. That's where that's going to show. And then you set it to, do you want it for the past 3 days, the past week, the past 2 weeks, or the past month? Okay. I would do the past week or past 2 weeks if I were you, but you could set it yourself. And then the agent dashboard, again, you have a to-do list. So whatever you put in your phone or Gmail, it's going to translate into this as well. All right. And then you see those in red 2 weeks ago. Well, that's reminding you that your tasks are past due, and it'll keep you accountable. So you'd either have to delete that, excuse yourself from that task, or you're going to have to complete it. Okay. Then you have a sales flow. That's your marketing, how many people you're marketing, how many prospects, how many actives, and how many pending transactions you have. Okay. So this comes from a lot of this comes from your prospects or your contacts, and where you place that contact as a prospect, as a friend, or whatever you market them as. But if you do have transactions, it's going to automatically input that information from the MLS. Okay. Then you have a calendar down there as well. You see that? So it'll tell you exactly if you say, okay, I have to do a presentation for this person, I have this and I have that. That's also going to show up there too. So again, this is like a daily management for you. Okay. It's going to keep you accountable, and it's going to keep you current with all your tasks and all your duties. If you have listings, they'll show up here. Okay. Active, pending, and sold. Okay. Here's your goals. Okay. So you set your goals in the beginning, and it's also going to, track it for you. And we'll go into that in a little bit. And I think I'm going to dive into it now, so that way we can just, how many of you guys want to dive into it now instead of going through these slides?
Yes.
We got a lot of
Okay.
people.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll come back to these slides if we have time, but I do want to go into it. So before I go into it, I'm going to show you the CBU real quick. Okay, so let me stop sharing, and then I'm going to share. Okay, you guys see that, the tiles? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so when you go to CBU, that's Coldwell Banker University, for those of you that didn't know what CBU meant. Right? This is your learning center, okay? This is your, I guess it's called your dashboard. This is what's happening right now. Impress, present, and there's other things that you can take. But I want to emphasize on this little hamburger menu up here. You guys see it? Yeah. Click on that. You're going to have a calendar, okay? I like this calendar because it gives you an overview of the whole month. I'm going to click on that real quick. I probably join in about maybe 4 to 5 sessions a week on different things. So here is the month of May. This is what's left over. You see, you got business planning, Moxie Engage 101, Moxie Works. What does that say? Buyer, I can't see it. Buyer tour, Moxie Present, Moxie Talent, buyer strategies. There's TikTok. Look, for those who want to learn about TikTok and Reels workshop. There's a ton of classes here to choose from. Okay. So you just have to go in here, and then that's just May. Let's go to June. Let's see if they have June loaded. There you go.
Wow.
So you pick your days. There's so much to learn. Okay. So don't depend on just us on Fridays. Be proactive and join in on some of these sessions. Okay. So that's the calendar. Now let's go to Learning Library. Okay. Give it a minute. So here's everything that you need to learn about from A to Z for realtors. Training calendar on profitability, plan and profit, synergy meetings, virtual leadership, agent commissions, I mean, there's a ton, but right now we're talking about Moxie Engage. So here's Moxie Engage. Now, keep in mind, you do not want to add, you don't want to enter in this admin one, okay? Don't schedule yourself for any of those. You want the agent, broker, and leadership one, okay? I'm going to just show you. Let's learn more. You just click on learn more. By the way, they're all remote, okay? Coldwell Banker home office, they don't do in person anymore. So it's all remote. And here you go. Moxie Engage. So there's a class on the 22nd at 8 a.m. for 45 minutes. Okay. Or on the 23rd or on the 24th at 10 a.m. 8 a.m. is too early, so I'm going to do 10 o'clock. Register myself. Done. They're going to send me an email with the link. Yeah, I add it to my calendar and I'm done. I'm registered for the class. Easy, right? Now, also, you know what I forgot to tell you? Over here on the left upper right corner, sorry, the upper left corner where it says participant, you could click on that. And it has a bunch of tutorials here for you. It also has videos. Engage is a CRM that's built for real estate. You click on it, you learn.
Moxie Engage is a CRM that's built for real estate agents. So it aligns with.
Maybe I should let the video do the training, huh? Anyways, there's a lot of valuable information here for you to learn, okay? You have me as well, but I encourage you to self-teach yourself, okay? Now, let's go to video library now, okay? That was the learning library. This is the video library.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, so now let's just say I specifically came in here. There's a bunch of videos here, by the way. There's 104, you see?
Wow.
Now, they delete the old ones and they keep bringing new ones in. But I came here for specifically Engage, right? So I'm going to put in Engage. Oh, I forgot the end. There you go. Now you see the 6, 5, 4. So I would start with number 1, database tune-up. Number 2, database strategy. Number 3, personalize and productivity. Number 4, the magic of automation. They're all half an hour. And then there's a deep dive here one that is for a whole hour. Okay. You might not see these manager ones because I have a different account than you guys. But nonetheless, here's all the videos, okay? So that's CBU, okay? So let's get out of that now. Anybody have any questions regarding CBU?
Which do you prefer, the video or the learning?
Which do you prefer, Ruben, the video or the learning? Jeffrey asked.
It depends on the who's on the video. This guy's really good, Brett Cawthorpe.
Oh, okay.
Some people are not good on video, like myself, and some people are. It just depends, but both are very good. Yeah. So, all right. So let's get out of CBU if there's no further questions. Do you guys see my tiles?
Yes.
Okay. This is your CB desk. Okay. So this is where you're going to enter into Moxie Works. Okay, which is Moxie Engage is an application within Moxie Works, okay? So let's click on that. You're going to come to your Moxie Works dashboard, okay? It's also called a hub, whatever, dashboard hub, it's the same thing. And these are your tabs up here. This is where you have present, engage, website, impress, help. So we're going to go into engage. Now, remember, if your MLS is not connected, this is not going to work. Okay. So let me go to agent mode. Remember, I was telling you that there's a recruit mode and agent mode. So I was in recruit mode. This is what you're going to see. As soon as you dive into engage, well, what happened here? There we go. This is what you're going to see. Now, keep in mind that there's two sets of tabs. The tabs in blue, that is for your Moxie Works, okay? The tabs in gray, this is within Moxie Works. This is your engage. So it's important for you guys to remember that, okay? Don't get confused by the two tabs. So the first one is the dashboard, which is what we're in. Remember I was telling you about this is the same as this? So if I wanted to start with activity, if I wanted to start with calendar every day, I just move it up. Now calendar is the first thing, okay? If I want to start with to-do list, I do to-do list first, or my listings. So however you want to organize it, it's up to you. This is your desk, okay? So let me just go back and put sales flow up here, my listings down here, because I have notes, and I think activity feed, okay. All right, so first thing about stay in flow, okay? This is gonna have the people that it's telling you to reach out to. You're gonna see a lot of realtors here because my platform is a little different. This is where you're gonna see all your prospects and your clients and your sphere of influence, okay? For me, it's more of the agents because I'm keeping track of the agents, calling them and recruiting and so on, okay? But some of the features here in stay in flow, if you go into these settings, remember I was telling you, then you can set cadence is just a rhythm and flow. That's what that means. So you can set how long you want Moxie Engage to remind you that you haven't reached out to a certain person. So if I haven't reached out to someone in 30 days, I want to be reminded. I set it to 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. It's your preference, okay? And then what type of people do you want Engage to remind you about? Pending, past sellers, uncategorized, active, buyer. However you categorize your contact is how it's going to relate to this, okay? The only two that you are not going to be able to send certain things to and set them on campaigns is personal. If you set someone on as a personal, like family or friend or someone that you're not soliciting for business and you know you're not going to prospect, then that's personal. And collaborator is like Michelle or Edgar or another agent or an attorney that feeds me business and stuff, someone that you're not going to actually go and try to solicit for business, okay? So that's settings, okay? So these three little buttons right here, that's basically if you want to remove them from stay in flow or remove them from engage entirely, okay? That's all that is. Reach out. So let me see, Oscar, I'm going to say, so reach out to Oscar, right? Let's just say Oscar is one of my friends that I haven't spoken to in 90 days because it's reminding me today, right? So I'll just go here. If I'm on my cell phone, if I'm utilize, by the way, Engage is mobile as well. So if I'm on my cell phone, I could just press it and it'll call. Obviously, I don't have that app here. So I'm not going to do that. But let's shoot them an email. Oscar, you're going to get an email from me, okay? You can attach and send it. It told me I didn't send a message because, you know, I'm just doing it as a test, okay? Or you could set them up with neighborhood news, okay? I'm going to dive into that in just a bit, okay? Or I could set them up with a campaign. So whatever you want to do, you can do it from here, okay? And then or you can, Zarina, I'm going to skip her. Done. I don't know, help C. I could mark them as done. So if you want to mark one of your prospects as done, it's not going to let you do it unless you give a reason, okay? Which is pretty good. It's holding you accountable, okay? Maybe I met him in person. I said, mark it done because I already met him. I met him for coffee. So And this is good to put notes because you could always go back to the notes. In 90 days, if I have not spoken to help see, right, then it's going to remind me in 90 days. And then I could look to the notes as, oh, I met him for coffee 90 days ago. And then you can, you know, figure out what your plan of action is for them. Let me see where, there we go. All right, now, if you click on the actual person, let's go to Oscar again, right? It's going to bring up their profile. So you can edit the profile. You can change them from a client to non-client. And then you're going to have to figure out which one you want. But right now I have them as a client just to show you guys the features. Here's their profile if you wanted to change their profile. If you want to put notes, Oscar is a great guy. I met him at in Long Beach at the Reimagine seminar, whatever. You put notes. There's that. You could go into activity. But what I really want to show you guys is add them to a subscription. I think you should add all your contacts to this subscription, okay? I'm going to click on it. And it's going to open up a neighborhood news.
Nice.
Or a listing announcement. So once a month, Oscar's going to get from me a branded neighborhood news from Ruben Perez, Coldwell Banker, okay? Automatically, without me even doing anything. I tested this on myself, on my other email, my personal email. I also sent it to my sisters, my brothers. I got great feedback from everybody. Everybody loved it. They opened it, okay? They continue to open it. So this is a very, very good tool. Your prospects, your clients, they'll like what they receive, and it also keeps you top of mind. So it's very, very important. It's branded with your name, okay? So I'm going to do a sample right here. Oscar, I think it's Oscar's son, so he's going to get a neighborhood news from me. So let's, or you can also view a sample if you wanted to.
Let me give you my right email address then.
No, this is your son's.
I know, I'm just kidding.
So this is a sample of what they're going to receive. But I have one in my inbox that I forwarded to my, how do you exit out of this? Let me go back.
That's pretty good.
Oh, there you go. But let's add them to subscription so you know how easy it is. Okay, let me just go back a little bit. Close that, okay? So from here, I press add subscription. Now you could do a custom, like if you wanted to draw it out, or you could do a quick postal code. I'm gonna do a quick postal code, zip code. Oscar, what's your zip code? Whoops. Oh, you know what? I think.
So sorry, because I was in mute. My zip code is 91790.
Okay. Now it has a personalized message here, right? Welcome to your personalized neighborhood news, whatever. You could just delete all this and personalize it if you want it. And this is what he's going to get every month. Hi, Oscar. You get the idea. I don't need to send him a long message, you know, just, hey, I hope you enjoy this neighborhood news. Call me if you're interested in buying and selling, whatever. You could put your own personalized message. That's it. See, they're subscribed. And it next, see where it says next send on 6/19. Now let's go to add again, another subscription, right? Add a listing. Just listed, just sold. Oscar's going to get another neighborhood news of what listed and what sold in his area. I'm going to hit done. That's it. That's it. It's simple, right? So now let's go back to people or dashboard. So when you click on the person, you can actually edit or add them to subscriptions or do whatever you'd like to do, okay? So now let's go to activity feed. See that? Today, neighborhood news was sent. I just sent Oscar a neighborhood news. On 5/17, one subscriber opened neighborhood news. You see that? 5/16, one neighborhood news email sent. On 5/15, one neighborhood news sent. And then on 5/14, 3 emails sent. On 3:02 on 5/13, Jonathan Sue viewed the presentation. So on Moxie Present, I did a seller's presentation, and right here it shows that they viewed it. So that's a great tool, right? Because now you know that Jonathan Sue, by the way, Jonathan Sue is one of our realtors, fellow realtors. I was just kind of showing them the tools that we have available to them. But again, if Jonathan was a potential seller, now I know they opened the presentation, right? So I could pick up the phone. Hey, Jonathan, I noticed that you opened the presentation. You know, give me your thoughts. What do you think? Do you want to pursue listing your house? You know, let's chat, whatever. But now you know that they're engaged. So activity feed is really, really important. Okay. Now you can go into settings, and then again, remember we discussed this. You can set your settings past 3 days, past 2 weeks, past week. Okay. Let's click on that again. All right, let's move on. To-do list, you can add a task, and if you have a transaction, like listing or something like that, you could put your transaction tasks here, like your contingency periods. It's going to remind you, hey, your contingency period's up in 3 days. Oh, shoot. Okay, let me get on it. Or you have a inspection scheduled for 2 days or whatever. You put your transaction tasks here, and it's going to remind you, as long as you open it up and you use this desk on a daily basis. Okay, that's what it's meant for. It's meant for you to get organized, for it to do a lot of the lifting for you as far as communicating with your sphere of influence, your prospects, your clients, and also keep you accountable. Okay, make sure you're getting all your tasks done. Calendar. Okay, whatever's in your calendar is going to show up here. I don't have much to do today, so that's why I only have that. Sales flow. Let's let it still thinking. Let's let it think a little bit more. Let me refresh this. There we go. All right, we went to to-do list. We did that. Calendar. Here's your sales flow. Okay. Marketing, prospects, actives, and pending. Okay. Obviously, I don't have any transactions. Again, I'm using this on up here. I'm using it for recruiting, so I don't have the prospects. I'm not utilizing it how I'm teaching it. So just know this is where how many people you're marketing, how many actual people are prospects, and then how many people are actively selling or actively buying, and then again, how many transactions you have. And if you click on it, it'll give you the report. Obviously, I don't have any right now, okay? Just go back. And then your goals, okay? There's your goals. So it'll tell you how much of your goal where you're at with your goal. Okay, dollar amount or percentage wise. It's also going to give you an average close rate, average commission rate, average size, and transactions. So it's going to give you really good data here for you to analyze your business, okay, and where you're at the time of year, okay. So if I had 200,000, if I had 100,000 or 50%, then I'd be good to go because I'm on target, right? And then right here, finally, is your listings, okay? This is where you're gonna, where you can manage your listings if you have some pending, active, or even sold. It's gonna keep track of your sold items. How long they stay here, I'm not sure. They might be indefinite, I'm not sure. I can find out though. So this is your dashboard, okay? Again, you can move it around as you like, okay? Let's go to people real quick. I think we're gonna have to stop at people because we're
Ruben,
running out of time. Yes.
there's a question.
Ruben, I have a question before you move on. In the same flow where you show us, how to add subscription to one, can we do it in bulk? Can we do it like the same way you do it in Prospect Square?
Yes, I think you do it through people. So let's go to my people here, okay?
Where do you go? Okay, people that.
Okay, so remember, this is your tabs for Engage, okay? The tabs up here is for Moxie. So you're gonna go, we just went over dashboard. This is the dashboard, okay? It gives you an overview of everything, okay? Now we're gonna go to people. You see it?
Yeah, I'm accessing right now.
Okay, then you go to my people. Go to groups. Actually, I don't think we could do it through groups, but if you click on select all, whoops, 360 people, let's just see. Let's see.
Select two.
Select, okay, see how I selected all?
Okay,
Then let me see if we can add to, and then we're going to go to neighborhood news and custom. So all my contacts that I just put are going to get neighborhood news. I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm showing you how you could do it, right? And then I want, but it's Tomas, is that Tomas?
yes, that's me.
But-
Yeah, go ahead.
But if you do it in bulk, you're going to give everybody the same area.
Well, that's because those are my prospect in that same area.
Okay, so let's just say I selected everybody in my, you select what, your whatever group, right? And
So,
then I'm
you
going
answered
to
my question. Yeah, you answered my question. Yeah, this is
do a
how
quick
we do it.
draw. And then let's just say I wanted a neighborhood news for there.
Okay, but on the write-up, I'm assuming that, it will not, it will be sent to the appropriate person with their name on it, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, Mr. Amy, Mrs. Amy, whatever,
Yes, no, the application knows if you're sending it to a group, here's my groups right here. Let me deselect all. So if you have a group of 10 people that you want to send the same report to all at once, you could do it through groups. Here's my groups, okay? My groups are different, but Tomas, if you had a group that was, group,
Yeah.
yeah, Almani or whatever, you can name it Almani. Remember, however you have your contacts grouped in Gmail or 365, that's how it's going to convert into Engage, okay?
Right.
So what if you have it grouped 10 people in Almani group in your email, when you sync it to Moxie Engage, that's how you're going to see it in Moxie Engage, okay? So
Okay.
yes, you could send it. And this platform will send 10 different neighborhood newses, but individual, it'll be personalized to Tomas, to Michelle.
Right.
Yeah. So it does do that for you.
That's cool, that's cool. Yeah. Thank you.
So if you wanted to add people, you can add people right here, single, or you could import contacts through a CSV file if you wanted to. But it communicates with your
Yeah,
email.
I used the Coldwell Banker email and he gave me, when I imported all my contacts, he also gave me all the affiliates, everything all the name of the people. And then it's my duty, it's my task to create it in different groups.
Right. It was so you just did it right now, Tomas?
No, I did it earlier, but I have used, I have used the other one, the Prospect Square, where it sends the market update every quarter. Out of that contact list that I have like 76 people in it. So
Perfect,
then I
perfect.
have not tried with using Moxie Engage. That's my next thing I'm gonna do. What you just
Perfect.
told me, I'm gonna do that after.
All right. So,
One more question from here, the room, go ahead.
Ruben Jeffrey.
He can't hear you. So what's your question and we'll repeat it?
The question is the neighborhood news.
is that organic news coming from Coldwell Bunker?
I'm going to show you an example right now. So I'm going to show you an actual example. So like I said, I tested it. I emailed it to my personal email, and I'm going to show you right now what your clients will actually see. Just to let you guys know, we ran out of time. So I am going to come the next session for Moxie Engage. I am going to go over more into detail of people, calendar, goals. And then the third one is going to be campaigns. Campaigns is the biggest portion. Just really quick, I'll show you. This is where you add campaigns to your library. So right here, if you click on campaigns, they have Salar revitalized services. We're not using that, but they have a holiday campaign, spring selling session, homeowner improvement, buyer close campaign. They even have a closed client, energy saving tips, FISBO, expired listings, cold seller, renter, and check this out, luxury craftsman. I mean, there's a ton of e-blast templates that you can put into your library. Okay, I'm going to get into that next session because there's no way I can cover all of this today, but I urge everybody to set up your Engage, start navigating through it, and I will help you as much as I can. There's a lot of resources on CBU that you can utilize to educate yourself and get through it. I know a lot of people are not tech savvy. That's okay. Absorb what you can, little by little, and we'll get you where you need to be. But by not using this, you're doing a business. You're doing your business what's the word I'm looking for?
Disservice.
Disservice.
Disfavor.
Service.
So use Engage. It's so easy to communicate with your clients. It does it all for you. Now I'm going to show you before we go to the affiliates. I want to show you guys a sample. Can you guys see my email?
Yes.
Okay. So let me go down to. Okay, this is how it looks. It says Ruben Perez. It came from me to me, and it says neighborhood. Where'd it go? Neighborhood news for Ruben Perez, okay? But it would say neighborhood news for Peter Cam. You click on it, and it's all branded. It has my name, Coldwell Banker George Realty, my phone number, and this is the May report, okay? And then it gives you like a quick overview for those who do not want to click and go into it, right? Market changes, medium sold prices, sold price 1.2, and then I want to go into the full report. It goes straight to your Moxie Engage. Now, guess what? It's going to tell me that Ruben Perez opened this up and he was searching through it. 21 listings for you, 91107. If they want to edit the zip, guess what? I don't want a report on 91107. I want a report on 91105. They can edit it here, and guess what? It's going to edit their neighborhood news to their specified. You don't even have to do it. They did it. And then here's all the criteria. Phenomenal.
This is pretty cool.
If this doesn't keep your sphere of influence current and top of mind, I don't know what will. This is a great tool. There you go. Want more insight into this market data? It has my information, my contact. They can message me. And this is just the neighborhood news. You have the listings and the sold reports too that you could send them. So you could potentially send them actually 2 reports, because the sold and listed is 1 report and the neighborhood news is a second. Folks, we're out of time today, but I'm gonna create another session for part 2, and then part 3 we're gonna dive into campaigns, and it will potentially have another part 4. This platform is way too large to do in one session. Like I told you, Coldwell Banker Corporate broke it down to 15 sessions. I'm going to wrap it up in about 4 or 5 sessions, okay? But if you have any questions, I'm going to be here for another half hour or hour after our session, and I'll help anybody with any questions that they have.
Ruben,
Yes.
Ruben, did you want me to stop the recording?
let's stop the recording and introduce our affiliates.
Okay.